So, as we watch some beautiful fireworks, we also get treated to Hina's gorgeous smile, thanks to a 4-letter word. Cute. Hello everyone and welcome to the Animezillia, and today let's talk about chapter 34 of the Blue Box manga series. A really fun, enjoyable chapter that offers some stunning artwork, but also possibly setting up a heartbreaking moment for a future chapter. However, we'll talk about that in just a minute. First of all, I want to talk about Hina's character, because her character was super adorable throughout this chapter, and like we all guessed, she was a mixture of emotions while on this date. One of those emotions being nervousness. Just like when asking Taiki out to the festival in the first place, Hina dressing herself up and even just attending this festival required her to be on top form. It took her a lot of courage and bravery, because what she was wearing to the festival was stunning, and it was also out of her comfort zone. So then, the second emotion that Hina was feeling within this chapter was embarrassment. When Taiki started complimenting her about her hair, Hina was making all sorts of cute expressions, while also seeming a little bit mad or aggressive when asking Taiki if he was just messing with her. Now, of course, we can tell that this was embarrassment just by the way her expressions was being portrayed. They weren't actually hostile, more so just kind of embarrassed. Another emotion you could add to Hina's character here is indecisiveness, because she wanted Taiki to notice her, but not the real Hina. Now this, of course, actually adds more depth to Hina's character when looking at it from an emotional standpoint, because it's the dressed up, hair done, yukata, beautiful persona that Hina is trying to get Taiki to notice, which is actually a lot different than what the Hina we have all known and come to love actually is. She's out of her comfort zone wearing all of this sort of, well, get up, outfit. Now then, just to clarify, that was actually just how I perceived that particular piece of dialogue, because Hina does state that she wants Taiki to see her, but also not to see her. So it might be confusing, but I actually think that Hina might be struggling with her own mental image of herself. Maybe she thinks that she's not desirable enough unless she has to dress up and do her hair like she currently has it in this chapter. Which, if that's the case, we need to explore and develop Hina's character more so she's more positive with the way she looks on a daily basis. However, all of those feelings and emotion that Hina showed stemmed from her desire to be noticed. We're going back to that idea. And that's why she was acting nervous and putting so much effort into her outfit, even styling her own hair. It's clear that this was important to Hina, that she got Taiki's attention. And Hina's efforts didn't go unnoticed. She got her wish, being that Taiki complimented her, saying that she looked cute. And that smile that Hina gave off after hearing that compliment was so adorable. Honestly, it made me happy for Hina's character when I read that particular panel. However, with all this happiness could come a little bit of misfortune for Hina in the form of a misunderstanding. I say this because currently the chapter ends with Taiki meeting Chinatsu, who is in the process of helping this small lost child. The simple fact that Chinatsu is actually helping this child actually warms my heart, because it shows genuine kindness from Chinatsu's character, which I just love to see. But now that Taiki has seen Chinatsu, he's obviously going to try and talk his way out of this encounter. Ultimately, he's going to fail and be roped into helping Chinatsu locate this parent's child's mother. Hina, of course, is going to be sat there watching their stuff, wondering why Taiki has taken so long to go to the bathroom, and might start to look for him. So Hina will either A, watch the rest of the fireworks on her own in sadness because Taiki's not there with her, or B, leave to find Taiki, only for her to see both Taiki and Chinatsu together and smiling. Because by the time that Hina actually finds Taiki and Chinatsu, the lost child would have already been reunited with her family just a split second before Hina gazes upon the two, which of course would lead to that misunderstanding. This is simply because Hina would think that Taiki left her to meet up with Chinatsu, when that obviously isn't the case. It just happened so that the two characters met, at random. And that's why Hina would obviously be upset, because she didn't know that. It's a misunderstanding. As well as the fact is, Hina would be frustrated at herself for believing that she had gotten Taiki's full attention. Even though she went through all of that effort and, did what she did. However, if something does like this happen, then Hina would obviously be leaving heartbroken. And so would the fanbase. I certainly know I would be. As a big side note though, I love it how when Chinatsu said pain, pain, go away, Taiki magically appeared in front of her. And if you zoom in on the panel with her face, it's not very impressed. Plus, Chinatsu likes buttered roast potatoes. Add that to the information about our main female character. As for the date itself, I really like the fact that it was presented in a way that was almost natural. Being that both characters interacted with each other, that perfectly showcased the individual characters' personality and characteristics. We had Hina being nervous and Taiki not really knowing what to say. Again, this was in line with both characters and what we know of them so far in terms of their personality and what they would do in this type of situation. I actually thought that it was pretty cool of Taiki to mention the hairstyle that Hina was using, as it shows him being perceptive or observant and also having the guts to compliment Hina, even though his heart lies to someone else. Another example of Taiki being observant would be when he notices a change in Hina's actions and personality. Honestly, Taiki surprised me within this chapter, and I quite like it because it showed development for Taiki's in general. In fact, both characters within this chapter just gelled nicely with one another while on this date. It created a nice warm and wholesome atmosphere while you read the chapter that just helped put a smile on your face. It reminded me as well as how fun a date watching fireworks can actually be, because those are really, really fun when you're sitting with someone that you really, really love and having a nice hot chocolate, watching some bright lights shine in the sky. Overall, I thought this was a great chapter and I can't wait to see what will be happening next. Will we get a family-like dynamic with Taiki and Chinatsu helping this lost child? Or will Chinatsu explore her own feelings? I was thinking along the lines of Chinatsu feeling jealous after seeing Taiki and Hina together at the festival. Maybe explains why she wasn't best pleased to see Taiki in that ending cliffhanger. The art style I thought was fantastic and beautiful throughout. The chapter itself was perfectly laid out, making the events transition smoothly into one another. The overall vibe and atmosphere of this chapter was very romance-like. So the sports and comedy aspect was pushed to one side, which I didn't think was a bad thing from time to time. This was decent. Let me know what you thought of this chapter in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, like, comment and subscribe for more Blue Box content from myself moving forward. Have a great day, alligator, matane, goodbye.